Hello everyone, my name is Dave Partner, and I realized that the concept of prototypes is still very alien to many people, and especially entrepreneurs in this part of the world, and in fact the rest of the world, because many people simply move from not building full products to actually supervising the deployment of the production and deployment of a full product. For instance, many people work in companies where they are part of a whole. You understand what I mean? They work as employees or partners where they produce only one part of a product. For instance, one section of the large product. So the concept of prototype is completely alien. They may have read it in books, studied it in school, but then the concept when it comes to building a full product is alien to them. Okay, so I'll try and break it down to a layman's level, and maybe it can help some businesses, because I've witnessed several businesses crashing because the team lead or somebody at the top doesn't understand what a prototype should be, or maybe even the developer himself doesn't understand what a prototype should be. You understand? In this part of the world, you see it happening many times that somebody wants to build a product, and then they want all the features to be in the prototype. It's not possible, but that is not a prototype. See, a prototype is the preliminary version of a product from which all other features are developed, or subsequent features are developed. Okay, so you have this mighty dream in your mind about a flying saucer. Then you go through requirement analysis, where you call an expert, maybe, or you are the expert. Then you itemize all the features and the process flows and how it should work in the end and everything. Then even go through your business model and everything. Now you have a complete product on paper. You've not really done anything. You've just analyzed it, done the process flow, everything. Now, when it comes to the actual building of the product, you don't just jump in and start building all the features. You will never finish. You understand? Or maybe by the time you're through building the product, you are late to the market. Somebody else has built a prototype and beat you in the game. So, how do you know what to call a prototype? Which version, at what point do you call it version 1 or preliminary version or beta? You understand what I'm saying? And I'll try and break it down here. I'll give you an example. A good example is, a good question to ask yourself is, what are the minimum number of features or fewest number of features after itemizing all your features, all the features you want to be in the product? You say, what are the fewest number of features that can represent the entire product? What is my product trying to achieve? Then what are the fewest number of features that can achieve that effectively? That is a prototype. If you can just answer, itemize the fewest, not few, but fewest number of features, then you have a prototype. So I'll give you an example with a commonly used machine, an ATM machine, where people go to withdraw money. What is the purpose of an ATM machine? So that people will withdraw money. So if you are the guy that came up with the concept of ATM machines, and you are going to build a machine that helps people, this new innovative machine that helps people to withdraw money, what you do is itemize all the possible features you ever need. Then you come up with what should make up the prototype. So what are the fewest number of features from you watching this video now that should make up an ATM machine? So we start with what I told you. The first step is find out what the product is trying to achieve, which is enable people to withdraw money, okay, in cash. Then what are the fewest number of features that can achieve that? First of all, a user authentication system. There should be a way whereby the ATM identifies the user, okay, and then which means the ATM has to sync with the bank's database. So there is a connection between the ATM machine and the bank's database, one. Then there's a way which is user login, which you can do through card or through fingerprint or through voice. Just choose one of them that is easiest, and then that is the one you choose is the one that is easiest for you to implement, okay. And then you have once the user is, then you have a dispensing system. So the user logs in, the ATM keys in the amount they want, then the ATM connects to the bank database, and once it verifies that this user has this enough amount, then you should dispense from the money it already has in the box there in the ATM and give the user, then send back the amount it dispensed, and then log it in the database. This is a prototype. Just like we just analyzed like 5 features. makes up the full prototype. Once you have this, it can operate as an ATM anywhere. Then when you have the prototype, you add the next most important feature, which could be for people to check account balance. That's the next most important feature. That's version 1.1. You release it, push it in the market, test it, and then accept it. Your users start using it. Then you come up with another feature again. Can people pay NEPA bills and electricity tariff bills and whatever from the ATM? Then you add that extra feature. It's like the most important thing again. Then you add it. Then after that, you can come up with, can people recharge their phones through the ATM? Then you add it again. That's like version 2, and so on and so forth. You can, in reality, there are unlimited things you can do with your ATM. And then you can start improving features. For instance, you can go and improve it and make sure that people don't use card again. They use fingerprint. Remove the card feature, add fingerprint. Then you come back again and use facial, enter with some mad artificial intelligence system, build it in there so it recognizes faces, and then people just come look at the ATM and they log them in and they just talk to the ATM. So you can always refine features, but your prototype should be very crude and should just achieve exactly what the product is trying to achieve. So thank you very much. I hope this kind of will make you go back to your product, the product your team is building, and itemize which features are the most important, which collection of features can represent the entire system. The fewest most important features is what should make up your prototype. And when it comes to software development, most software platform involves user authentication. So once you complete the user authentication, you start counting your prototype from there. How many features will make up your prototype? My own best advice is usually 3 features. Count 3 most important features after you count your user authentication system. So whatever platform you are building that involves users logging in or signing up first before they use it, complete that section, user login, sign up, recover password, all those, just complete them, and then you add 3 more most important features. That's it. Release, push it out as prototype. Okay? So if it's Facebook you're building, like a social network, what you should do after users can register and log in, of course they should have a feed, a wall where they post. Second most important feature, people should be able to comment. Third most important feature, people should be able to see the posts of others. That's it. You have Facebook. Every other thing in Facebook is an added feature. The only main key features are ability to post, ability to comment, and ability to see other people's posts. That's it. Now, after that, you can now add something like Messenger, where people can actually message themselves. You know why Messenger is not the most important feature in Facebook? Because Facebook is not a messaging platform by definition. Facebook is a platform where people connect and connect with each other, or friends and people they know. You understand? Where they get to see people's pictures and comments and whatever and posts. That's why it's called Facebook, not Messenger book. Okay? So if you're going to build your own social network, you have to slim it down to the 3 most important features after your own registration system, your own user authentication system. That's my key to identifying a prototype. So thank you very much. If you have other tips on prototypes and everything, please add them in the comments below. I would like to see. If you're watching on YouTube, click the button below and subscribe to my channel. If you're watching from any other platform, I'll put my YouTube channel at the bottom of this video. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.